Harvey Elliott is defiant in his Liverpool future and wants to stay and fight for his place. Luis Diaz contract talks will be on the agenda in the summer. And is there any interest in Ola Aina? We're about to find out, people. It's Team Kopish. Let's get into this.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, people. Hope everybody's blessed. It's your boy Malak Matt, Team Kopish, not time it's people. Morning meet up. We go again. Smash the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe on the road to 40k. And you know what? As I just said, the 40k. We make sure the banner's at the bottom so you guys can see that. We're trying to get there. Hopefully, we can get there by the end of the season. I think we're on about 36 or 35, I believe, or something like that. Get us to 40 people. We would really appreciate that. You get me? Big up everyone in the chat. Listen, we're champions, man. We are champions. We got nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? Anytime someone says anything, we're champions. Who gives a damn? I don't care what no one says. But big up everyone in the chat, man. Big up ZZ, big up Joseph, Clark, Theo, John, Troy, Graham, Emil, Simon, Luca. You get me? Big up Positive Scouser. Big up men of you in the chat, man. Come on, smash that like button. Hey, big up Tom Little in the chat as well. Big up Tom. 200 men versus one gorilla. Tom, we're not doing this again, bro. We're going to leave that for Friday, Tom. Big up Tom in the chat. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Bless up each and every time. Make sure as well, people, you go over to Tom's channel, subscribe as well, Tom Little. Also, go subscribe to Dom Hassam as well. Obviously, me and Cal are over there all the time as well. On Tuesdays, we do a show over there. It is jokes. It is a blessed show. One of the best shows. I really enjoy doing that show. Trust me. Big up Tony still in the chat as well. But yeah, people, listen. On the agenda today, so we're going to speak about Harvey Elliott, about his future, speak about Luis Diaz, his future as well. I'm also going to be speaking about if there's any interest at all. Is it genuine with Ola Aina? So we're going to get into it right now, people, yeah? All right, big up John II, my dog. What's going on, John? Yes, my G, come on. Big up Tony still. Big up ZZ. So glad Arsenal lost. Facts, ZZ. Trust me. But it's not over yet, though. It's not over yet, I will say that. You get me? Big up Singing the Cop. 20 times. You never walk alone. Big up Kizar. Yo, Matt, be real. Does Cal have a beard? Bro, I mean, it's there, innit? Like, you have to ask Cal, innit? Or speak to Cal, innit? Like, that's got nothing to do with me. When it comes to the beard situation, I don't really get involved. You know why? You get what I'm saying? I don't really get involved in them type of conversations, you know? But yeah, man. Big up Blurs. Bonjour, Matt. Today I feel French, you know? Big up DNGJ. Hey, big up Ends, my dog. Big up Ends. What's going on, my kitty? Make sure you go subscribe to Ends as well, people. Serious content creator. Big up Ends. He'll be joining me tomorrow. Sorry, today, actually. Special guest announcement. Ends will be joining me today, later on for the Inter versus Barca game as well. You get what I'm saying? Big up Ends. Big up Pimp and Distress as well. Big up Menace, Matt. Appreciate it, my broski. Hope you're all blessed, my dog. Big up Bruno. We Jamaicans slapped Tottenham. We did a Brock Lesnar on Tottenham. We did an F5 on Tottenham. Big up Bruno in the chat as well. Big up Troy. Where's Troy? Hey, big up Troy. He says Lee Judges crashed out yesterday. I ain't even seen that yet, you know. I ain't even seen it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, come on. You know the people, if you know about the Matt One show, yeah, on Big Up, we have so much vibes. And Ends will be a special guest. Big up Ends, my brother. You know what I'm saying? He'll be there later on today. Big up L Silver as well. Big up your damn self. Big up Power, who says, get like in the video, lads. You never walk alone. Appreciate that, my broski. But yeah, man. All right, let's start with the first piece of news here, chat. And that's Harvey Elliott. As we know, Harvey Elliott hardly played this much this season. And he's come out and said, there was a little interview with Harvey Elliott. I'm going to read a little extract from the interview. He said, if I had my way, I will be here. I'll be playing each and every game here and stay here for the rest of my career. But it all depends on the managers, the people above. And as I said, you don't know what could happen. But as far as I'm aware, I am here. I'm here to stay. This is the club I want to be at. First of all, big up Harvey Elliott, because it couldn't have been easy for him this season. Obviously, he had the injury at the start of the season that maybe knocked his season a little bit off course and found it very hard to get back into the squad. This season, Harvey Elliott, right? Only 14 Premier League appearances. He got the 1 assist. 5 appearances in the Champions League, got 3 goals. 2 appearances in the FA Cup and 3 appearances in the EFL Cup. So altogether, Harvey Elliott has only played 650 minutes of football. He's got 24 appearances in all competitions, scored 4 goals, 3 in the Champions League, 1 in the EFL Cup, and he's got 1 assist in the EFL Cup. And like I said, 1 assist to the Premier League. Big up Monkey King in the chat. What's going on, Elijah? What's going on? Big up Elijah as well. Listen, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys think Harvey Elliott needs to stay. I think Harvey Elliott is one of them players that you need in your squad because I think he's good enough to play. And there were times this season when we were all asking what's going on with Harvey. Dominic Szoboszlai, in total, was probably had a pretty good season. But there were definitely games that Harvey Elliott definitely could have played. And I do feel like it's unfair on him. And not only that, I think he's had to say something like this before. I think it might have been last summer when they spoke about his future. And he's having to do the same thing again. I don't want us to lose Harvey Elliott. I don't know how much he's got left on his contract. Let me see, chat. So his contract runs out in 2 years. In 2 years' time, 2027. So he's only got 2 years. His last extension was in 2022. He's been here since 2021. You get what I'm saying? I just feel like with Harvey, we got to keep him. I don't know what you guys say. Let me know in the chat what you guys think should happen with Harvey Elliott. Would you guys sell him or would you lot keep him? Let me know what you guys are saying. What's this? Matt's second team is black, but Elijah got a joke, you know. Hey. Big up John II. He says, for a player who doesn't start, those are decent stats. Facts, bro. Facts. Big up Elijah again. He says, probably played more for England. Yeah. Big up Blood. He said, would you rather buy Belieber and see Harvey quick as the 10? I wouldn't mind that, though. I can't even lie. I wouldn't mind that. Still, why is my screen freezing? I don't know why. So whenever I use my second screen, I've got a more powerful screen, yeah, 4K screen, and I've tried to... I don't know why it's freezing like that. You know what I'm going to do, chat? Sorry to be a pain, yeah? I'm going to take off my green screen because the green screen is freezing for whatever reason. There we go. Keep it smooth, you know? ZZ saying swap deal for Wharton. Big up Zakir. He says keep him, no debate. I hear that. Bigger LFC Monster, he's still young enough to let him go out on loan for a season. The thing is, though, he's at an age where I feel like he needs to play week in, week out. I know he's 22 years of age. I don't feel like you should be going out on loan at 22. I feel like you should be trying to get yourself a starting place. Because remember, when Dominic Szoboszlai signed, I think he was 23, right? Do you get what I'm saying? Big up A9. What's going on, my broski? Big up Elijah again. Yes, Harvey is my guy. I'd keep him. What's this? What's going on, Killy? Big up Yars each and every time. What's going on, my bro? Big up Theo. Personally, I feel like we can only keep one between him and Curtis. We need more quality on the bench that pushes the first team. I do hear that, but I don't think there needs to be one or the other, though. I do feel like both of them can be at the club, and we can still add because if you look at some of the players that aren't even playing, right? And this all depends on how Slot wants to utilize his squad. If Slot utilizes the squad properly, players like Chiesa should have been given more minutes as well. And we wouldn't be speaking like this if these players were used accordingly, but they haven't. We have to honestly sit there and go, as great as it is that we've won the league, if there was anything that maybe we would change, it would be we want us to start games better, and we would want Arnie Slot to utilize the squad a bit better. Would you guys agree with that? With what I'm saying? Big up Shot if he says, Matt, do you want us to keep Stefan if we get a DM? Ooh. you see the whole percentage thing, yeah? I think Besetic is a cold player, but I just wonder whether he's better suited in the Liga. I don't know. I think, do you know what happens with Stefan? I think that depends with Endo. I think if Stefan has a good preseason, that might be Endo's spot that's gone. And I don't know how people would feel about that because you see Endo now, Endo's now built up this reputation where he's the closer and people really respect him more so. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up Tony. I would keep Elliott myself, but will Slot have belief in him? This is what I'm saying. Big up Mac and Steez. He says Slot doesn't rate, sadly. Might have to cash in. Big up Brendan. He says, can't see Elliott getting in the England squad yet, so maybe he can give us one more year before looking for first team football. Well, like I said, his contract runs out in 2027. That's the same as Luis Diaz, right? So we have a decision to make on Harvey Elliott. I will say that. Big up Yars. Can't believe we're discussing my guy Harvey. He's so underrated. He's one of the most techiest players, and we lack technical, secure players as it is. I don't know why Slot doesn't rate him. I don't know why either. Because I do think Harvey Elliott, there's times and I'm like, as good as Curtis Jones has played, definitely Harvey Elliott could have taken some of those minutes, though. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up John. He says, I think we write off Stefan too easy, not going to lie. Okay. Big up yourself, man like Jav. Where is it? And yeah, Tway even agrees. Big up Tway. He agrees with Yards. We do lack technical, secure players. Facts. We do. I think there's times when we play too much hot potato football at times in transition, innit? And that's just because the technical ability isn't as high as maybe what it could be. And that's one area we can definitely improve. So I do agree with you guys there. Big up AJM. Harvey can't do the running work that Soboslai does for Mo, but I understand that. And Soboslai, there was an interview with Soboslai in it where he spoke about the amount of running that he does and how tired he gets and whatever. And that for me, though, is a system issue where we understand we kind of let Mo off the hook from a defensive point of view. I do understand that. But I do feel like if you've got, let's say Trent does leave. If Conor Bradley's there and we get another right back, we'll speak about the right back later on in the show, yeah? Could that not compensate? Like, I don't know. Does it have to be Soboslai has to cover the running from Mohamed Salah from a defensive point of view? Big up Danino. Harvey may lack pace and power, but is creative and is prepared to shoot on sight. Facts. And not only that, look what happened in the Carabao Cup final. Only Harvey Elliott was going to play that pass, you know. Dominic Soboslai probably would have ran with it. That's no disrespect to Soboslai. They're just different style players. You see Harvey Elliott, yeah? When it comes to passing, Harvey Elliott is way more effective with his passing. I feel like he can open up a game a lot more. He's more creative than Soboslai from that aspect, especially with passing anyway. Big up Tom Mizzy. What's going on, my broski? Big up Cam J. He says, if you get a more defensively sound right back, then that will compensate for me. This is what I'm saying. 100%. So I agree with that as well, guys. I agree. I definitely agree. Right, let's go on to the next topic. So Luis Diaz. Everybody knows Luis Diaz, his contract runs out in 2 years' time. I believe it's the Liverpool Echo that have now brought it up, saying a decision will be taken over whether to offer Luis Diaz a new deal. Let me quickly find Luis Diaz stats, chat. We're going to have a quick speak about Luis Diaz and whether you guys think we should offer him a new deal, whether you think he's played his part this season, or do you think we have to upgrade no matter what? So let's get on to Luis Diaz. So this season, Luis Diaz, 33 appearances in the league and 12 goals and 7 assists. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty damn good, right? That's pretty damn good. What's that? That's, what's that, 19 GA? 19 GA, 12 goals, 7 assists, 33 Premier League games. Champions League, 9 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist. played once in the FA Cup, played 4 times in the EFL Cup, scored 1 goal. So he's got 47 appearances, 16 goals and 8 assists. That's not too shabby. What's that? 24 GA. 24 GA in 47 appearances. And he's played a total of 3,161 minutes. That is a lot of minutes. I'll be so real, chat. I feel like Luis Diaz gets a little bit, he gets critiqued a bit way too harshly, you know. Those are decent stats. I know there's times in the season where players go quiet. I think we have to understand that. But Diaz has also played through the middle as well, and I feel like he's done very well. He's scored I think is he the only player to score a hat-trick this season as well, if I'm not mistaken, for Liverpool. When he got the hat-trick against Leverkusen, oh my God, mad. Someone else got a hat-trick? I want to say he's the only person to score a hat-trick this season. And I think he's had a good season as well. He might not be as explosive as he was like maybe 2 years ago, but he's still explosive enough that he can still get past his player. Not only that, I do think centrally, he's really improved his game as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Big up Con. What's going on, my broski? P. Sierra, the most reliable journalist from Colombia, said one of our objectives is to renew his contract. Personally, I trust 1,000% more than the Echo. Whether he's a second centre forward or left wing, I want Diaz to stay. I want Diaz to stay as well, you know. And Con, remember, I was speaking to you on Twitter, innit? And I said to you, literally, with Luis Diaz, we shouldn't be actively looking to sell him. The only way, in my opinion, that you saw Luis Diaz is if a mammoth offer comes in and you can't refuse it. We should not be looking to sell Diaz. Him and Gakpo are 2 very good left wingers. Are they world class? No, they're not. But they're like European level. They're international level wingers. And not only that, they're both versatile. Let's say, for example, remember the news broke on Monday that Saudi clubs are looking at Jota. If we was able to get a top striker, would you lot be happy with Diaz being the backup striker? Would you lot be happy with that? Or would you still feel like we need to go and get replace Diaz and get a left winger? Because if Jota leaves, would you lot at least be okay with Diaz for the middle? I would be, you know. Big up Dean. What's going on, Dean? Hey Matt, for me, I think next season is going to be crazy. We need to act accordingly. Upgrade on Jota, Nunez, Elliott, Robbo, Salah and Grav backups. I disagree with some of that, you know, Dean. All right, so we can definitely upgrade on Nunez. We can definitely upgrade on Jota. We can definitely upgrade on Robbo. We can upgrade on Elliott, but I wouldn't say like it's a necessity. With Salah and Grav, I don't think they need to be backups, but they can definitely have a bit more rotation, especially Grav. The reason I'm saying especially Grav and not Salah is because as things stand, we currently don't have a bona fide gunman in it. So if you're taking away Salah, making him as a backup, where the goal's coming from? So until we get that striker, and it's a top striker, that can't really change. But let's say, for example, we get Isak in an ideal world, maybe you can start resting Salah more in the lesser games, at least. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're not worried about where the goals are coming from. You know what I mean? Oh, you mean Salah Grav need backups? Oh, if that's the case, then yeah, I fully agree with you. I fully agree. So I read that wrong. Apologies, chat. I did read that wrong. Big up late. This is regarding Diaz. The only reason you'll sell him is if he wants to leave. Otherwise, give him a new contract. He's top 3 in his position in the league. I agree that I think he's top position. This is Diaz, by the way. Yeah. Big up Cam J. Diaz can cover centre forward and left wing with Jota and Nunez gone. Then you get a striker and left winger. Yeah, I hear that as well. I hear that 100%, bro. I don't think there should be a world where we should be looking to actively sell Diaz. Like I said, the only way we sell Diaz is if we get a crazy offer. Do you know what I mean? So, sorry, chat. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, I got you, Enz. I got you, bro. I got you. I got you. What's this? Big up Elijah. Nah, Matt, we need to be planning for Salah when he eventually leaves, and we are without Salah in December. Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, the whole Salah thing is, it's replacing the goals. You can't replace the player. If you get a striker, a bona fide striker, this season, it would definitely help in regards to the right winger doesn't have to come in and be the next Mohamed Salah because the striker is the main goal scorer. Do you know what I mean? Bigger LFC walk on. We will 100% go for a DM. It will fix the 10 position. Grav to the 8 and Mac in the 10. I hear that as well. I hear that. We definitely need another body in midfield to free up Gravenberch, though. I will say that. When I say free up Gravenberch, or even for rotation as well, because this is what happened, innit? A lot of our team got tired, innit? Big up Michael. What's going on, Michael? Hugo Ekatike is one to watch. Liam Delap and Matthias Cunha can be ruled out. Osherman has been linked, but I've not heard anything on that one yet. That's from Lewis Steele. The thing is, yeah, I really do rate Ekatike. I think he is good. And I know some people have watched him and not thought he's that good or whatever, but I think sometimes if you just watch 1 or 2 games, you might not get the full picture in it. Ekatike is a good striker, but Ekatike is not worth 80 mil. That's where I will sympathize and say, yeah, we can't be spending that amount of money on potential, because we done that with Nunes and it didn't work. We can't do the same thing again. Do you know what I mean? Big up Tway. Ekatike 2 raw. I want the finished article now. No, we all do, bro. But again, other than Osherman, who else would you say is the finished article? Who else, chat, would you say is the finished article that we could realistically get? Because I understand what people are coming from, where people are coming from, but who is this player if it's not Isak? Who's the finished article? I need names. We can't just do the whole, I wanted this, I want that, but you can't, you know what I mean? But we got to be realistic. Other than Isak, who else is there? Is the finished article, in your lot's opinion, that we could like realistically try and get? Big up Liam, he says, Nunes, PTSD, Ekatike. I hear that. What are you not saying in the chat? I'm just going to quickly do something to the stream, chat. Give me 1 second. Just quickly edit something quickly on the stream. But let me know what you guys are saying for names, though. Because I want to see names in the chat, innit? Do you know what I mean? I want to see names in the chat, man. Because if I don't see names, then what are we really doing? Do you know what I mean? Where is it? All right, let's have a look. Big up K-Mac. Matt, we're getting Osherman, bro. You think so? Hey, big up Hassam, my brother. What's going on, my broski? Matt always read. Come on, my bro. You know the thing already. I always read the people them chat. Come on, Hassam. You know the deal. Big up Royal. He says, not a fan of Ekatike. First good season. Numbers not that good. Another prospect signing, risky. I do understand, though. I understand. It is risky. Big up Lukai saying, Gokares, Osherman, Isak only finished articles. I'm saying it's slim pickings, isn't it? AGM says Alvarez. Michael says Alvarez. John says, nah, Alvarez. But the thing is, Alvarez, I don't think he's leaving Spain, bro. Big up Con, Alvarez, Osherman. That should be it. LFC Walk Along says number 1, Isak. Number 2, Alvarez. Number 3, Gokares. Number 4, Osherman. Number 5, Ekatike. If we're doing realism, it probably starts on number 3. I very much doubt we're going to get Isak or Alvarez. Isak, Newcastle, they're most likely getting Champions League. Isak's not going to want to leave. Alvarez, again, just moved. It's his first season in Spain. It would have to be a stupid, mammoth offer. We're talking like 130 probably to get him out of there. Do you know what I mean? Gokares, I reckon that, yeah, probably more likely, probably get Gokares for about 70 mil maybe. Osimhen, I don't know how much he would cost, but I've heard he wants extravagant wages. And Ekatike, yeah, definitely out of all of them, he's definitely the biggest risk, but also has a very high upside as well. Do you get what I'm saying? Very high upside. Big up now, though. It's time to dominate, not develop. I understand that. I understand what people are saying, you know. A9 says, Matt, what about your boy Rodrigo, centre forward? I rate Rodrigo. And if I saw the news the other day that Rodrigo may be going up for sale potentially. If that's the case, I would want Liverpool to be all over that deal. Bring in Rodrigo. He can play left, he can play right, he can play through the middle. And yeah, would you look? I'm sure people wouldn't be unhappy if we sign Rodrigo. And maybe Rodrigo plays on the left, and then that moves Diaz as the backup striker, and we still go and get a striker. So you go and get left winger Rodrigo, who can play across the front line, and we go and get a bad boy striker. That'll be a sick attacking depth there. That'll be a madness if we do that. We got Ale. What's going on, my broski? Ivan Toney, I don't think he's moving back from Saudi, bro. His wages, I think he's living life right now. Harry Kane, maybe, but I don't know whether I don't know how much it would take to get Kane, and not only that, Kane will be a short-term fix, but it will be a great short-term fix. I can't lie. Do you know what I mean? Big up Bizzle. He's saying Kane, Mateta, and Garassi from Dortmund. What's this? Big up Kathy in the chat. What's going on, Kathy? December is a busy period in this. We need a full squad, not missing players. Sorry, but Osimhen, a no from me. Oh, because you're talking about AFCON. I do understand that. That would be an issue. That definitely would be an issue. However, though, Kathy, you got to look at it like this. It is just 1 month. You don't know how far Nigeria will go. They normally do go pretty far, to be fair. But if he's banging in goals, Kathy, is that a risk worth taking? That's what you got to ask yourself. But I understand where you're coming from, Kathy, though. What's this? Big up K-Mac. I'm so confused why Osimhen is not top of everyone's list. He scored over 150 goals and he's just turned 26. Listen, I think Osimhen's a very, very good striker. Do you know what I mean? But again, I guess it's just preference, K-Mac. There's no denying his stats, though. There's no denying statistically he's a very, very quality striker. Do you know what I mean? Big up Blurs, though. He shares the same thoughts as oh my days, as Kathy, because he's saying Salah Osimhen gone at the same time is too much. I can't lie. Big up Troy. Isak and Jonathan David is a brilliant strike force. Listen, I know Jonathan David. There's a few fans of him in the chat, but Jonathan David is not the type of striker that I would want at Liverpool. I'm not saying that he can't do well and he can't succeed. I don't know. There's something about Jonathan David, man. I don't know what it is, chat. I don't know. I'm not sold on him. I don't know why. I'm just not. Do you know what I mean? What's this? 1 second, chat. But yeah, what's this? Big up Theo though. Salah Mane used to leave at the same time and we could be fine. If we have a good bench, we can cope. Osimhen, not my first choice though. That's a good point to make as well. Although Mane, you take that risk because Mane was just different. Sadio Mane was, oh my gosh, bruv. I'm not gonna lie. Prime Mane, man. Different type of player, man. Prime Mane was so good that there were many times during his tenure at Liverpool, people weren't sure who was better out of him and Salah. Now, I know Salah's won the longevity debate, but you see when they were both in their prime, there's always an argument to say Sadio Mane was the guy that used to step up in the big games, more so than Salah. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to create some madness in the chat, and it's just a debate to be had, and it's a nice debate to have. You want to know why? Because they both played for Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? They both played for Liverpool. Sadio Mane was different, bruv. Different type of footballer, man. But all right, last but not least, we're going to speak about is Aina. So, again, as things stand, it does look like Trent is leaving. And big up Cal. Cal did mention Aina. And I believe the Echo today brought up Aina. But it was more of an opinion than a fact. I think it was by Ian Doyle. He said, with Trent Alexander-Arnold at present set to become a free agent, a new right back would be required to challenge Conor Bradley. Well, you're damn right, because Bradley does get injured. Aina could be available on a free transfer, although there is suggestion Forest could trigger a 12-month extension. Right. For him to, I don't know how that would work. I don't know whether he has to agree to it or whether they just trigger it. I don't know. But I do think Aina is definitely someone we should be looking at. Aina, I think, is about 28. He's still athletic. He's very good defensively. He's pretty decent going forward. And it wouldn't, in my opinion, block Bradley's progress, in my opinion. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what people think about that. Aina. But I think he's good, though. I do think he is good. But big up Nottingham Forest. They're doing their thing, man. Nottingham Forest still trying to get their Champions League, innit? You know what I mean? Big up LA says he'll take Aina. Do you know what I mean? He's 26, not 28. No, he's 28, Scott. Bruv. Scott, I'm not going to lie. You got this one wrong, fam. He is 28, bro. Born October 8, 1996. Sorry, Scott. Apologies, but you got it wrong, fam. You got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? What's this? Big up Con. We signed Cage at 27 for 4 years and Aina 29. We're interested. This shows we've moved away from our 25 under transfer policy. Just get the best regardless of age. Facts. I don't really care about the age, to be honest. I really don't care. I really couldn't give a damn. If you know what I mean? If he's 28 or 24, as long as he's good enough, you know what I mean? Big up Taylor Made. Matt, you so disrespect. I would never disrespect your Matt. I don't know where that is, some left field comment. Your Matt is cold. I don't know what we're doing here. But big up yourself. Mr. Battle Red. The best thing about getting on Aina will be freeing up potentially 40 million for a more pressing position. This is what I'm saying. We're guaranteed all the dough for a gunman striker and a creative midfielder. And even I'm doing a watch along later, Christian, bro. Come on, man. You know the deal already. I'll be over on my channel on Big Up in Barca. Make sure you're there, people. It's gonna be a sick game. I think Barca are gonna cook them, bro. I think Yamal and Rafinha are gonna cook up the place. They're my picks to win the whole Champions League. They're going mad this year. They're going mad. Big up Scott. You are spot on. My apologies. Bin him then. We don't do 20. Scott, you're a madman. Scott, you don't want to be happy, bro. Big up Yards. Matt doesn't accept that my boy Yamal's the best player. All right, we're not doing this again. We're gonna do this later on Big Up Yards. We'll have that conversation on Big Up. Yeah, tune in. Yeah, we're there. Come on. Big up Michael. He says Luis Alvarez. I think he will be too much. Class player, but seems a bit a stretch at this stage. Could change later in the summer though. Very early days. Okay. Big up Uncle. Yes, Killy. What's going on, Uncle? Hope you're blessed, Uncle, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up your damn self. And go subscribe to my uncle, yeah? Done know Uncle Ross in the building. Trust me. Big up Jack as well. 250 mil gets Isak, Kirkes, Huijsen, then going to spend about 10 mil on a midfielder, underrated Edwards madness. We can do that. Do you know what I will say, yeah? I know every single year we get promised that we're going to spend X amount of money. But I would arguably say this is the first year, or maybe the first year made, that every single journalist reckons we're going to do a mad thing. But what they consider a mad thing might not be our mad thing, if that makes sense. It might not be crazy what we expect. But I do think Liverpool are definitely going to spend money. I just don't know how much. You know what I mean? And I think with the new regime, having a year in, knowing what we need, there's no excuses for us not to be making some serious acquisitions. Big up Zakir Munoz. Oh, yeah, Munoz from Palace. He's a good player, you know. He's a good player. Very, very good player. Big up Jack. Even negative James Pearce is negative James. Even Pearce, though. Big up James Pearce. Even he's saying it as well. He reckons Liverpool is the first time in a while that we're going to be spending this amount of money. So we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. You know what, actually? Let me... Also, Ends, if you're still in the chat, bro, is your stream set up, Ends? Because, yeah. Ends, let me know if your stream set up, my broski. People, after stream, you'll be redirected to Ends, and to make sure your stream's set up, you get redirected. But before we go, I've got a little something to let you guys know about. So on my channel later on, chat, yeah, obviously I'm doing the Barca Inter game. There's a little game that we can play on my channel. All right, so cut long story short, for those that like think that they're good at now and what's gonna happen in the game, those that think they can predict what's gonna happen, for those that do bet, but gonna be betting sensibly, and you have to be over the age. I'm gonna have a little test on my channel. There's a thing called game picks, right? And in fact, I'm gonna show you lot now, because me talking about it, I'm probably not gonna explain it very, very well. But I'm gonna share the screen so you guys know I ain't capping, and just know. Give me 1 second, chat. Let me share the screen for those that want to get involved later, because I'm doing this later on. Right, so don't know if you guys can see that. Can you not see that? You lot can see that, right? I'm gonna put the link in the chat in a minute, right? For those that do bet, and like I said, and again, I fully understand there's people that don't bet, so don't get involved. This is for only people that do bet. I'm doing this later on my channel for Barca versus Inter. And it's not like a proper betting website or anything like that, where you get bare things where you've got how many goals are going to be scored, who's going to be there's the only selected things that have been picked for tonight. Yeah, how many goals will there be in total time after regular time? 4 or more, 3 or less. You could put a little wager. Who will score a goal during regular time? Select as many as you like. You got the goal scorers there. Select it again. Not only that, what will the result be at halftime? Barca leads, draw, Inter leads. And last but not least, who will score the first goal? Just selected. Few questions. If you want to get involved, I'm doing it tonight. You have to do this before the game starts. I'm going to be going live on my channel on Big Up around 7:30. For those that want to even help me try and get a little bit of peas, you can help me, or we can guess. And for those that want to get involved, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Have a little look. You can decide whether you want to do it tonight or not. It's completely up to you. No pressure. There's no thing in here where man's telling you, look, you have to do this, or you even want to do it. I'm just saying I'm going to do it. For those that want to join me tonight, you can get involved. You know them ones there. Big up Game Picks who hollered, man. You know what I mean? And this ain't a sponsorship thing either. I ain't even being sponsored. This is just me getting involved. So you will never see no sponsor on Game Picks on my channel or anything like that. You get me? But yeah, for those that want to get involved. Also, later on today, like I said, I'm going to be doing the Barca Inter game. Let me just hold on. Send you the link to that as well, chat, because that's going to be a serious game. Make sure you're there. Come and join me. Ends will be joining me as well. Might get more I might get more guests as well. Hey, now, why you saying Matt is devil? Bruv, there's people that actually enjoy. Remember, it's a very controlled thing, you know. Go look at it before you start saying madness like that. You know them ones there. Come on. I would never tell anyone to do anything. You know them ones there. And it's not like a proper betting site thing. It's not like that. It's more like it's kind of it's not, I wouldn't say trivia, but yeah. Ain't nine, you're a madman. But yeah, let me see if ends is live. Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Because you're gonna get redirected to ends. But me can't see. 1 second, chat. One second, chat. It's still a gambling site. No. Of course, it's gambling. No, I'm not gonna deny that. I would never not say it's not gambling. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's not your typical ones. Because if you go in them type of Sky Bet and all them thing, there's bare things you can do. This is just four questions. Do you know what I mean? It's very, very different. It's very, very selective. And I think it's supposed to be because they want to make it more controlled and not just a madness where you can just go bet on anything. You know how some people bet on like corners and fouls and yellow cards? It ain't nothing like that. You know what I mean? Big up Mr. Matt raising funds. Come on, bro. Listen, I'm doing it, you know. If I lose, I lose, and I'm not doing a mad thing, no. But yeah, if I get the P's, put it towards the Isak side and we move. You get me? Hold on, chat. Give me 1 second. I do apologize. Trying to see if ends is live. And we can't see him. Where is his stream, bro? Where's ends' stream, bro? What's this? Matt, they should make it free so we can. That's not how it works, bro. That's not how it works. Yeah? All right. But people, listen. Make sure you go and subscribe to Team Kop-Ish. You know what time it is, people. I'm going to be live later on. Like I said, for the Barca Inter game. Make sure you're there, people. It's going to be a vibe. Ends will be there with me later on as well. I believe Ends will. In fact, I think he's live. Is he live now? Oh, he's live now. 10 minutes ago. All right. He's live now. Chat. If you're going to join Ends, I'm going to redirect as well. He's live now. Let me see it there. I don't know why it wasn't coming up, but where is it? But I'll put a link in the chat for those that want to. Where is it? Before they sign him, come on, chat. Why is this video not coming out though? This is crazy. Sorry, chat. I do apologize. This is like really frustrating me. I don't understand what's going on here. What the flip is going on, bruv? I don't know. But anyway, people, listen, hit the likes, make sure you subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you are there later on tonight, people, for Inter versus Barca. We move, chat. I will. Oh yeah. Also, I'll be live about 1:30 on Monty's channel. I'll be over there, so go over there as well. Chat at 1:30. I'll be over on Monty's channel. And obviously, what else have we got? Stay tuned to the socials. There'll be more stuff coming up, so don't worry about that. And yeah, man, hope everyone has a blessed day. You get me? If you live in the UK, Enjoy the weather because it is a nice day today, and it will be a nice day tomorrow. So make sure you do that, people. Enjoy your time if you're able to get time off. You get me? But people, listen, bless up, enough love. I see you again another one, people. Take care. God bless. Man, I'm out, people. Team Kop-Ish. Take it easy. See you tonight, people.